and salutations. Once again, it's Dan Coates, your favorite solution evangelist at ACI Worldwide. And this is Payment Tokens Explained, Part 3. Well, we've already talked about a whole bunch of different token types. We only have two to go. Let's get started on them. So, acquirer token. What is an acquirer token? Well, I think based on the name, it's a token that's generated by the acquirer or the processor. Sometimes used in tandem with point-to-point encryption. There's some very large processors, especially in the US, that use a very specific type of point to point, and then in tandem, you return a token back that's format preserving. So this works very well hand in hand because it helps to keep the merchant out of PCI scope if they send up encrypted data and they return or get returned token data. That works out quite well. The downside or the limitation to this is that it is limited to that specific acquirer. So if you're split routing or sending something to somewhere else, you're not going to get that token back. There's not going to be a common token vault. Or if you are splitting your e commerce and your card present transactions, then you're not going to get the same token back. And of course, the other concern is definitely make sure that when you start utilizing this or leveraging this with your acquirer or processor, um, understand the portability of that token. If I go somewhere else, if I use some other provider, can I take those tokens with me? If so, what's the cost? Do I own those tokens? Who, in fact, owns them? So be aware of that. Well, let's see how it works here. Let's take a look. Here's the initial transaction. It's going to look very familiar to you. And on the way back, we get a token, this time originating from the acquirer. In subsequent transactions, we're going to take that token, send it across, and it gets translated over and sent through from the acquiring bank onwards to the issuing bank. So let's talk about the next one on the list, which and the final one, which is the merchant token or Omni token. I'm very excited about this. This is a token that's generated by the merchant payment platform. And I'm very proud to say this is something that ACI supports and has supported for years. So I know a lot about this. We love ours especially because it works across channels, so it doesn't matter whether you're using card present or card not present. It's the same token either way. And then ours also works across multiple acquirers or payment endpoints. This is much easier to demonstrate when I show you this in the diagram, which I've simplified up a lot in this case. So you're going from the merchant through that payments platform to an upstream provider. And I didn't put the standard four-party model because it might not be the four-party model in this case. We might be going to a private label issuer, or it might be a gift card issuer, or it might be a value added service provider. So it could be any of those things. Well, once again, you can see it goes through and you get a token back. And then on subsequent transactions, very much the same thing that we've seen before. Send the transaction through, translates at the payment platform, and onwards to the upstream provider. And like I said, this works nicely because it works both card present and card not present. Well, thank you so much for bearing with me on this series. I hope you've learned a lot. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at dan.coates at ACI Worldwide. Thanks and have a great day.